Ah yes, Western Newfoundland. One of those places that many people haven't really heard of, or if they are a little keen on traveling, it's on their bucket list, but they really haven't been there yet. If you're looking to get up and get out the hood for something really different, but keep the vacay within Canada, this should be on your list. And let me tell you why. When people tour the Atlantic provinces of Canada, what some call the East Coast, they generally cover Nova Scotia, PEI, sometimes New Brunswick, and then head home. Now I hope you aren't leaving the video yet so soon, and if you are still watching, make sure to support my channel by liking, commenting, and most importantly, hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much. You see, Newfoundland is that island. It's actually remote from the rest of Canada and the most easternly of its provinces and territories. But this fall, when I had the chance to go to a cousin's wedding in the boondocks of Western Newfoundland, where the largest town only has 12,000 people, it wasn't a chance I could let go. By the way, shoutouts to Alvi and Crystal, thanks again for inviting us out to the island for this special occasion. So I really did some bucket list checking off. So here's my younger cousin with a little message to the world before anything about this auspicious event. Enjoy. What do you want to tell the audiences worldwide?
Live long and prosper long and long live long live.
Well, now back to the real video. You cannot go to Western Newfoundland without visiting its prized UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Gros Morne National Park. If I could explain the park to you in one word, it would be breathtaking. Wait, that may be two words, but anyhow, you get the point. Usually I try to explain it to friends this way. It's like the setting out of the Jurassic Park films, and it's as if the landscape hasn't changed for hundreds and millions of years. After reading the informative posters at the Gros Morne Visitor Center, it seemed like that was actually a pretty accurate description. A lot of the landform in Newfoundland is indeed rocks from 500 million or so years ago. I also learned by reading all those infographics and posters on the walls of the visitor center that the Gros Morne Tablelands hike that we partook on, by the way, don't miss that trail. It's one of the easier ones in Gros Morne, relatively speaking, but it is once in a lifetime opportunity. Now getting back to what I learned about the Tablelands, well, its surface, the geology is very unique because you're walking on the mantle layer of the Earth's surface, an experience, as I understand, only available in two places in the entire world, Australia and Gros Morne in Western Newfoundland, Canada of course. The geologic formation in the Tablelands is so unique that scientists there study it today to better understand the conditions on the surface of planet Mars. So the scenes and sights you'll experience at Gros Morne are indeed otherworldly. The place is a global geological gem, no pun intended. Besides the Tablelands, the park has other unique landforms that you do not see across Canada, such as this fjord we came across. This was actually my first time ever seeing a fjord, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, which is in essence this deep narrow body of water between an often U-shaped valley. This was the Western Brook Pond Trail, and the fjord, if you ever get the chance, you better go there, because the multi-kilometer hike inland takes you through surreal, otherworldly landscapes, from tiny crater-like ponds to swamp-like safaris with a healthy dose of rugged hills and mountains in the horizon. And you know what? Even if you choose to drive around Gros Morne, not really walk the trails or whatever, you will go on a ride that is hard to forget. We joked about how it was like being in one of those car commercials with the beautiful bays and seaside on one side and mighty mountains on the other, as the car curves through the serpentine turns. All told, 2022 will be remembered as the year I checked Gros Morne off my bucket list. It's definitely not the first UNESCO site I had the privilege to visit, but is surely one of the most memorable.